Hello YouTube. I want to make a video here of a knife that I found. It was one of my dad's old fishing knives, a keen cutter. This knife I know had to be in the early 60s because as a boy I remember it when I was growing up. I grew up in the 50s and 60s. I know he had to have it in the late 50s, early 60s. But it's a gem of a find. It's something that I found. I knew he had, but it had gotten misplaced. I found it in a old saltwater tackle box, and it was corroded. I couldn't get it open, so I just set it in some WD-40 for a couple days, and then I got it open, and then I began to work with it a little bit, and now I got it back to where I can use it again. It was a keen cutter hunting knife. It is a fully extended. It's 9 1/4 inches long. It's got 2 blades on it. I think the blades are about 4 1/4 inches. Both of them are about the same. But it has really come a long way since I started working on it. I'm probably not going to buff the blade down anymore. I'm going to leave that patina on there. I kind of like it that way. But I did a little research on Keen Cutter, found out it was a company that started back in the mid-1800s, around 1860, 1870, somewhere like that. And it was, Keen Cutter started out with axes. I think that's how it got its name. The man that owned the hardware store, hardware company, his last name was Simmons. I think he developed the axe and called it Keen Cutter, and that's how that brand got started. And I think in about 1874 they incorporated, and they began to hire salespeople to go out all throughout the country and sell their product. But it's been around a long time. I'm pretty sure it's gone now. I don't think you can buy any more Keen Cutters except you buy them online. I did see one that was sold back in 2010 in September. Looked similar to that. It was closed. I couldn't see the whole thing. But I think it sold on an auction for about 75, 76 bucks. But this knife, it's completely usable. I mean, it's sharp with it. I've got it to the point you can slice paper, but I still need to do some work on it. But it's got this blade here, and I'll close that one up and open up the other one. This is the thinner blade. This is the one that really gets sharp. I can't tell you how many pieces of bait this thing is cut. We used to do a lot of saltwater fishing, and mainly from piers and whatnot, but that blade has cut many a fish, filleted fish. We took it hunting with it. My dad took that knife everywhere we went. But it's still functional. It's got the good click to it when you close it up. Sounds good. Easy to open. Like I said, it's fairly sharp. It's not too bad. I'm going to keep working with it until I get it like he had it. But I'm going to, it'll cut a piece of paper, you know, no big, not as extremely sharp, but it will cut. A couple other things I want to point out about this knife. On the large blade, I don't think I can get close enough for you to see it, but the logo Keen Cutter is on this side, as well as in the handle. And on the reverse side of this large blade, there's a number which is 943. I'm thinking that has to do with the style of knife, the blade type. as I said earlier, I didn't find a lot of research as far as this particular knife. I think I found 2 pictures in all of the photos Google had to offer. I did see one that was on auction now. It was a find in a estate sale. It wasn't cleaned up, but it was a 843. So evidently that number on the blade was different. The blades, especially the secondary blade, it was thicker, a little different shape, but it's about the same length. So those numbers have something to do with the type of blade they have. I don't know what the handle is made of. Couldn't find anything, and very limited, so I could probably buy one of the books online that talk all about the King Kutter series and find some more information, but probably not going to do that. If anybody out there got any information on this knife or some of the materials used in it, I'm excited to finally get it back to using it in my everyday life. Probably going to be my carry knife now. I bought one online, but I think I like this one better. It's made in America, and I'm all about that. Thank God we're getting back to things that are made in America. Hopefully we'll continue to do so and bring back jobs and some good quality merchandise that we've missed for so long. I know I have. But again, I thought I'd just share this with you, just let you see this knife, and if you got any questions, just leave the comments and I'll try to get back to you. Thanks again.